Hello and welcome back to our little extreme series with some higher difficulty than the usual game. And well, what we have right now is some interesting things happening in this game. The first one is that we have a low happiness in general here for my investors, but we have finally the means to fight that, right? So with the end of the last episode, kind of like, I have unlocked the caoutchouc. And with that, we can finally get back on track for our bicycle production. So that's essentially what we can do up next. For that, however, we do need some slots here. I would really like to keep the sewing machines and the soap both being export goods, because we can level them up and unlock more trade contracts down the road, which is just very, very cool and very important. But we definitely should get rid of something here, something that is easy to produce usually. So the tallow I don't need anymore, because we have enough tallow anyway. We get the pigs in, right? And with the pigs I can make tallow at the end. So let's get rid of that. And let's also get rid of the sewing machines there, because I don't need so many sewing machines all the time. I'm going to use the caoutchouc here, and look at how many advanced weapons we have now. Almost 100 tons. Let's just check how many we produce now per minute. 2. So that's pretty cool. We can make out of 40 every trade turn that Tobias is coming. That doesn't sound like a lot, but because of the insane value of advanced weapons, we just get a huge amount out of that. So with 10 of them, I could already get 126 tons caoutchouc every 20 minutes, and that's actually pretty nice. Let's just check it out. We do have at the moment one bicycle factory, and that's pretty much all we need, right, to supply our current population. We have a demand of, have I closed it? No, there it is, 6. So I do need 2 of them by now, with all of the investors basically that we have. So let's build the second one there now too, because I can afford it. I'm going to put them on pause though, so they don't cost me that much. And what we need with that, this is 8 per minute, right, as a consumption rate, because they consume every 15 seconds. And that means we need 8 of them per minute with both of them. That would lead to 160 tons of caoutchouc that we need in the course of 20 minutes. But Tobias is actually trading a bit more, so we do need around 200 tons. Because he's taking a bit longer, right? So 15, let's make it 17, let's be really precise here. 17 tons of that could already net me the 214 caoutchouc tons that I need. We could also try the same thing with the sewing machines, just so that we get a feeling of how many sewing machines we would need with that. It's actually not that much worse, right? So 50, we do need 100 tons there. Yeah, 100 tons could also get us what we need. By the way, yeah, that was imminent, so she had to purchase at least one back. We can purchase this one now, and now I'm pretty sure she's not going to purchase back the last chair. So in 10 minutes we will also be able to finally take over Auspicious Isle, that is just in front of my island, and that should reduce the ship traffic of her that we have in this channel here, because I really don't want to have her close by anymore. She's really annoying, especially when it comes to my trade ships there overall. Yeah, but that's it, right? So let's actually keep the sewing machines on it, because I think that's just much better. The advanced weapons we need for the battleships and also for selling. That's my goal here. So the 250 tons. Sewing machines, of course, we will consume more sewing machines with that. Look at that. I mean, she's really right in front of my harbor, right? And just attacking casually my ships. Let's move my main fleet. We have, after all, a main fleet again, finally. And I would really like to have this one now in the area, that we can finally protect our trade routes again. But yeah, there we are within the harbor area again, the harbor range there. It's just really such a nasty spot there right now for a main fleet. We're getting damaged by all these harbor cannons. But I'm going to stay here now, because I think that this will still protect my ships just fine. Yeah, let's have this location for now. This one is repairing, very good. We can actually unload the goods for now though. It doesn't need to be on the ship. Now, for sewing machines, we have a surplus of 12 per minute right now. That's 240 in 240 tons in 20 minutes. Let's put it up to 300 tons that we have a surplus, because the trader also takes around 3 minutes for trading. So that would be 300 tons that we have available, and we are trading 100 tons for each of them. So the ratio is right at the moment, right? So that's that. For the soap, it is also golden. The only thing is then the pigs. Now for the pigs, I originally intended to have my pig production or my soap production on Totenkopf. It's just fitting. We do have the space here. What we can do now for now though is I can get rid of my grain farms here. We do need to get some space back, right? At the moment there's not a lot of space that we have available. And my smaller bread industry, I mean, how much bread do we produce? We have an equal amount right now. The bread is just staying stable, and that's it. Do we have flour over? Yeah, we do have some flour over, so some additional bakeries might be fine. And I can keep the bread production on Madison. I'm probably not doing the same thing though with my pigs, right? So we have the slaughterhouses here, and we have the pigs. And I probably will get this one to another island, just so that we also get rid of some of the attractiveness penalties that we get out of that. Let's just see where we can squeeze in the bakeries. I think over there is a nice spot for that. And we don't need that many pig farms anymore, by the way, right? We are getting the pigs in anyway. At the moment, we have a production of... actually, we have a demand of 29 per minute. That would be the demand. So actually quite a lot. That's more than 600 tons of pigs that we need. We're trading 777 tons at the moment. So it should be fine, right? It's about fine. Let's make it 250 tons for the soap. And that's actually all that we will ever need in pig heads. Or in pigs. It's not pig heads, obviously. Let's get rid of them. This is already boosting my attractiveness quite a bit. And we are Dreary Metropolis now, not a funeral anymore. I think that is a step up. And let's just get rid of that and get rid of that. I would like to check my sausage production. That is just perfect there as well. And boom, we have space all of a sudden. And this space we can then use for my bakeries. Let's just have those guys a bit more over here now. Alright, so that we get all of this a bit closer together there. It's just better overall. This one. And then I can, yeah, unfortunately, step by step, move these buildings over to this area. And just because we can, we should also just add a couple more bakeries in here as well, so that we always have a nice surplus of bread. Very nice. With that, we can get rid of these bakeries. Of the fire station, I would probably not like to get rid of. Let's just get this one over somewhere here. And by the way, more battleships at the moment not possible because of my influence. We are down to 3 influence only, despite having so many investors. And I also did not ramp up on the propaganda. I'm actually intending to go down on it with the money at least. So yeah, it's just really tight overall. And beautiful, we have more space. I love it. And with that, we can get us a couple more farmers into the game. Let's just get rid of this road there for now and have it there. Alright, and then I can still add a couple more here. Very good. More blocks, and also probably here. This could work out in a world where mechanics don't matter. But if we move the pub a bit, we can make this one work as well. Just have here the road going up there, and then some special entrances for these guys. And let's also use one of these blocks there as well from time to time. Right, with its own entrance there. And for this area, it needs a road connection there. And then we can just squeeze in some more farmers. Perfect. That's a lot of additional population now moving into Madison. And with that, yeah, we can upgrade more people then ultimately. Have them here and here a couple more, just filling in the gaps there. Whatever is possible. That's looking good. We just, of course, should always check then the additional consumption rates. But for farmers, it's really fine, and we could even upgrade all of them to workers without problems. So all in around, a good swell idea. Then we have the potatoes. Now I would love to get rid of them too. After all, we should make more space, and I think we are pretty close to, yep, already only 200 more tons of sewing machines, and we can upgrade this to the first level. This will unlock me another export office. And with that, we can make this one do. Now, of course, some of you have been pointing this out. I could get the docklands to another island too. I don't know where though. We don't have space in Aurea. We don't have space in Totenkopf. And I certainly don't have the influence to do the job. Perhaps we can try it here somehow. I think this could actually work if we get rid of the depots there somehow. I can squeeze them safely in here, right? Yes, because the docklands definitely do need defense, right? We can't leave them undefended. And this actually works out. That looks fantastic. I could get the fisheries somewhere else too, to make up for it. To have more space for modules then. But that is actually working out. That's looking... I mean, it's not looking beautiful, right? But we can have it there. Look at that. And with that, we have a couple more trade contracts available. One for starters. And I could probably already get like 4 export offices on the way if I want to. Just for this tiny area there. The only thing we would need here then is something that we can trade it with. So that would be something from Madison. Fortunately, we have some trade routes available already. Though, as we all know, it's always tricky to add a product to an existing trade route because of space. Let's just check it out. This one, they're all pretty fully utilized, right? So this one, we can put this one back on track there. Yeah, both of my trade routes are fully used. There's nothing else that I could do. So I do need a new trade route, essentially, that we can have between them just for the goods, right? And it would probably be, we have already sewing machines and soap. I could do weapons. I could totally do weapons for the rare materials. Because weapons, that's something we don't need that much anymore. Or advanced weapons. After all, we do produce them. That would be interesting to know. How many? Let's just use the advanced weapons there for potatoes, right? So how is the ratio there? 1 to 66. So I guess with, let's make it 5 tons of advanced weapons, we could already get 31 tons of potatoes out into Totenkopf Island, and with that have the schnapps production over there. That's totally valid, and I think I'm going to do that. Let's use the advanced weapons. I mean, wait a second. The volume, of course, is very small. We could also do it with the weapons, but that's a bad ratio there again. And then we would need to trade quite a lot. It's tricky after all. What we can see though is the level of value. The value for the export goods is carrying over to the next island, right? So that's at least something. Now, enough with the bobbling. We can continue there with the next takeover. This island will finally be mine. We should be getting a lot of influence back there as well with all the shares now. And 228,000 credits. Yes, we get 48 influence back, and we have Auspicious Isle now in our control. Yeah, Princess Ching, and that's how it goes. She's crushed, and you better be. That just feels so good, really. I mean, it was a small island, and it already took most of our financial resources, but at least it's ours now. What kind of items do you have? Oh, bad items there overall. Botanical gardens and zoo items. No boosting items or anything like that. It's just that, really. With that, we can move freely in this corridor finally. So no more weapons that would destroy me here. I hope that she's not very close. I think for the moment she hasn't had any ships close by, right? So this island should be safe for now. And we just keep our fleet basically in this area there. That's just really great overall. Holy cow, we have so much more room to breathe basically now in this area. And with the amount of influence that we freed up, I can build another battleship now. And let's commission that just for now. That's that. And why am I so low on steam motors? We have a surplus of +1. And the brass is really bad. Yep, that would be my next goal then anyway. Let's just check it out there. For my zinc and for my copper. These guys here, I would need some more trade contracts. So it's good that I have another docklands now ready and up and running. Because with that we can unlock more trade contracts. I don't have an available cargo ship though. At the moment. Really? I'm not? I don't have a cargo ship available. I thought I would have one. Also in the New World, nothing here. So we probably will need to get a clipper. Yep, let's use a clipper for the or the next trade route, which is the weapons, getting it over to the other docklands here. And with that, we will then be able to get rid of these potato fields here. Oh my god, and there it is happening. Captain Tobias is coming in once again, a bit on the drunken side of things, but still looking good as ever. And he's going to get me some resources. Also level up, that's a bit more influence coming in again. Perfect, just on time really. Let's have him look there, and we should be seeing the next dock or the next upgrades now. So there it's coming in. Oh, he hasn't traded yet, has he? Oh, now he has traded. All right. Oh, machines not upgraded. Oh, that was very close though. Next turn then. But the caoutchouc is in, and that is the important thing here. Let's just, for the sake of it, pause my bicycles there once more for the engineers and the investors, and then let's put both of them back to work. This one here too. That's expensive, right? 1,200 for each. And oh, my engineer workforce is looking really dim. Let's upgrade a couple more. First of all, we can upgrade more artisans, of course. So up here, we might have a go at that, and perhaps here. And then we should be getting some more artisans. Where should I upgrade? It's always one of the more trickier questions. In this area, basically, I would like to have a couple more. Yep. This one. And basically that spot looks good. And then we have still a lot of farmers that we need to upgrade here. But that's just timber. Those guys. Then in my latest districts up there, we can also do some more. And as we can see, we have a perfectly balanced out workforce there once more. And that's the important thing. Perhaps here. There you go. And here. Righto. That's looking good. We got all of them now back on track, and we are producing now 8 penny farthings per minute. We probably could boost this even further. I mean, it's going to be interesting now how the steel is going to suffer from that input, right? I mean, we should still be having some room to maneuver for my steel production, so we can still do something here. Yep, we can still boost it if we want to, or we still can build the remaining 2 furnaces, and of course they're also being boosted then. And iron-wise and coal-wise, it's perfectly fine. Now, there's the first 15 tons in. We are at 17k. Let's just check it out. From 17 to... where does it go from here? This is going to be really interesting. Getting 2 very important goods in, and there it's starting to climb. Alright, from 17 to 26 it was. There's something else now going down. Obviously, as always, there's always something. But it shouldn't be too much of a pressure. Yeah, we can also now tone down on the money propaganda, most likely, because it's really fine looking, and the influence is just more important to us. We can, by the way, also get another battleship out soon, once I have the steam motors then out. So 3 battleships should be my goal, or my target for now. Let's also just get rid of these ruins there. But that was a nice boost overall. Now, the Clipper is in, Kingfisher, and Kingfisher is going to be on between those 2 here now. So Madison to Totenkopf. And in Madison, what should we take now? Let's take the advanced weapons, because we are not going to be able to really, you know, consume that many advanced weapons anyway. It's the Kingfisher. And wait a second, we will need to make here a minimum stock of, let's make it 90 tons, right? So 90 it should be. That's something that I can sell them, and this one is not taking 100 tons with it now, right? So only about 16 tons, and that's the end of it. There you go. So it's at 90 now, and with that we get these over, hopefully safely, and we can then use these advanced weapons for some proper trading in the Docklands main wharf over there. So instead of the weapons, we're going to choose the advanced weapons. The 5 tons would be already enough for these potatoes there, right? And how much does actually another export module cost me? That would be another 30 tons of steel beams. Seriously? We're lacking 2? Alright, 2 steel beams it is. This one is going over there right now, so let's just misuse this one for some building materials to get over there. So that we can continue then building some more modules there, not just one, of course. There's this one coming in. Very good. And with that, what we could do now really is, yeah, getting rid of the potato farms. Oh, Admiral, that is not very smart of you. And by the way, I should not forget about Miss Hunt's shares down here. Right, so she was actually sneakily trying to take over my Rocha Island, which is a very strategic island. It's very important for us strategically, right? It's not very important for us when it comes to fertility or anything like that, but it's very important to us when it comes to its position and basically the corridor that it opens up for us. There is a quest, a resident quest. The community could use some bonding. Help me organize a good old-fashioned barbecue. Yes. Oh god, what do you want? Oh, well, sausage and bread, we have that.
Let's hear it then.
There you go. Give me something. A miner. Mines and quarries produce 20% more. It's okay. If the mines were close enough, that would be awesome. Unfortunately, they're very spread out. So I can't really do that. But now though, these things are fine. Money is looking good too. That should actually, yep, also gain us a lot of happiness there. The investors are not too devastated anymore. And with that, we could continue onwards now. And that would be my Docklands. So let's just unload this one. And then get us the export office that I'm looking forward to. We can make it just a couple of 4 here, right? So we have 4 more trade contracts unlocked with that. And this of course counts to the global count here that we have available. So for my zinc and my copper, I do need a couple more. Oh, wait a second. That's just that over there. Fine. And this one is trading there too. I could get something else now on here, right? So we are getting the advanced weapons in anyway. And I'm only consuming now 5 tons of that. Oh, and my next battleship is coming out. Can we get the next one? I need 5 more tons of steam motors. Beautiful. The Herald, it is out now. Let's let it have joined with my main force. And that is already waiting. And there's no big attack for now coming, right? They don't dare. Let's hope so. So with battleships, I feel a bit safe for now, right? So it's not that easy that you could destroy that fleet anymore. That's good. Let's just see what else we could get out of this one here. So the potatoes, Tobias is coming in 50 seconds. I should hurry up with what I want to trade here. There is actually something I can think about. Look at that. So the engineers, they need the pocket watches, and the investors need the pocket watches. And what is the consumption rate of that? It's actually pretty low, right? It's at -2. That means we only need 40 pocket watches in 20 minutes. Let's make it 50 if we count in the trading times too. For 50 pocket watches, how many advanced weapons would we need to sell for that? To get out there. For the 50. That would... Oh, that's 50. It's a ratio of 1 to 1. That's too much. So I can't do that. Unfortunately, that was a nice try though. I was hoping for it. We would need 1 more trading contract. Wait a second. We have 6 out of 12 now. If I open up this one here, we should be getting a 7. There you go. So we'd still need 5 more contracts. We have 3 available in Totenkopf there still. Yeah, unfortunately, we're still a bit further away. Where is he trading, by the way? Oh, he's actually trading from my destroyed pier down here, Tobias. All right, you can do this, of course. And he's traded some potatoes now with that. Perfect. I just love the Docklands because it makes it so much more manageable on this difficulty level. And still, it doesn't feel like cheating because, of course, we always need to watch out what kind of product we want to export. And, of course, we need to increase that production as well, which makes it really exciting. It's a perfect mechanic, really. The only thing, I probably should boost a couple more trade contracts to get the 12, and then we could get the gold ore in, and this would be my go-to because then we can actually get 2 goods, and that is the pocket watches and the jewelry at the same time. I think at least a stone... Nah, it's actually not that easy. We don't have pearls in River of Stars. There is something else again that I need to watch out. Anyway, I think at this point 1 more ton of steam motors is missing. I hope that production is up and running there. There it is, right? The 200%. We only have 1 for now. I don't dare to build a second one because the brass is already pretty bad. In a pretty bad spot. So getting the brass there would be my next target. There it is. The next battleship is on its way, making it the 3rd. And with that, we continue onwards in the next episode. Stay tuned.